Welcome to sportsbookreview.com. I'm Flash, and it's Serie A Week 9. Now, first of all, happy Thanksgiving to all of our American friends. And there's so many of you, and we really hope you have a great day. And thank you for your continued support. Obviously, we're also sending condolences to the people of Napoli and obviously Argentina, because one of the greatest talents the game has ever seen, Diego Maradona, dies yesterday. As you can see, Tan is going to be in Naples. And we've got Alex. But first of all, if you like this video, then please subscribe, press the button, ring the bell. Ring the bell means we'll notify you if there's a change of time, like there was today. And the reason it was is because Tan is on the ground in Naples reporting for anyone who will listen. We've only got about 35 minutes for this show, so it will be rat-a-tat-tat. It will be rapid fire. So if you miss anything, then go back and watch it again later. I'll come to you quickly, Tan. Love the mask. Maybe you should wear that when you're at home.
Yeah, I want just to use the example. You are always wearing it. No, you aren't. Oh, I didn't notice that. No, guys, anyway, I'm here in the streets in Naples. I will show you a bit. You probably can see the wall painting, the gigantic wall painting of Maradona there behind. It was the first one that appeared a decade ago. It's very particular regarding the face that is painted on the window of a normal house, where normally there is a lady, an old lady that is coming out just to dry the clothes that she has just been washing, because it was a man of people. It was a man that started from the very lowest part of society, rising to the top. What is happening?
Alex, do you feel as if sentiment in Naples is going to boost Napoli's chances when they host Roma?
1000%. The players declared it. The coach declared it. Also, Gennaro Gattuso was very, very upset after that defeat against AC Milan. And sorry, a lot of noise coming from.
I know there's not a lot you can do about that. You just crack on, mate.
I will mute the mic when you are talking.
Okay, he said that he might resign also if things will not change. They have a great squad, and this boost, I don't know if it's a boost. It's a boost of the fighting spirit, so because of the sad news, maybe they will bring themselves together and bring their A game onto the table on the pitch against AS Roma this weekend. So I think that it counts a lot. And if you ask me, no, I didn't give you a pick for this, but I will make it.
Well, we'll go to that game in a while.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, we'll go to that game in a while. And also, if you press a link in the description, that'll take you over to the articles that are wrote by Alex, by Tan, by Dave, by Martin, and everyone else on SBR covering their articles. Now, we're going to kick straight off. It's going to be rat-a-tat-tat. So let's go. It's Sassuolo at plus 360, draw plus 320, and Inter at minus 130. Tan, Sassuolo double chance at plus 110. Looks like the way to go.
Yes, indeed. It's very, very great odds. And I think people should move and grab it before they are slashed. The performance of Inter yesterday was unacceptable, was not presentable, and it could be the alarm for something much, much worse. Those are those games where normally the season can collapse, that normally the job of managers can collapse. Antonio Conte didn't seem to have at all any impact, any influence. He's linked there because he's paid 11 million of euros per season, and that is too much just to sack. But if you look at Sassuolo, how good they have been, how clever they have been, doesn't matter who is in, who is out of the lineup, very mature. So you have on one side a very gelled team, on the other side Inter looks like a band apart. So the double chance could be even be generous, but just grab it.
Alex, do you see this as Sassuolo don't get beat?
It's tough to say. Yes, I think that Tancredi makes a good point of view here. Sassuolo are unbeaten. Let's say also that this season in Serie A. They are just 2 points behind leaders AC Milan right now. A win in this match for sure. Anyway, their morale is at high levels. Anyway, from the middle and up, they are amazing. Maybe Caputo will be back, but I like the fact that Jeremy Boga can cope with his absence. I like the fact that Domenico Berardi is there, and he's also playing for the national team. So I think that the experience is starting to Sassuolo are starting to gain more and more experience. So also their defense is getting better and better. I like that Romanian defender Vlad Chiricheș. He's doing an amazing job there. So yeah, why not? But I still think that Inter should have gained more from that match against Real Madrid. Stupid thing from Arturo Vidal, taking 2 yellow cards in the same minute because he wanted a penalty against Real Madrid. The referee didn't give it. He started to moan about it to the referee. Maybe he threw also some bad words. And here he is. Because of him, personally, I think that Inter lost that game because they had to win that catching Real Madrid in such a poor shape and missing so many players. But right now there is nothing to do about it. They will try to return to winning ways. Sassuolo is not a perfect opponent for them to do that. So I fancy the Alex Classic at 1.72, both teams to score and the over 2.5 goals in the match.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to make this really quick. I've gone for the draw. I just think that it's one of those typical games where I cannot split them, and the value is just too big. And again, as I always do, if it's a draw after 80 minutes, I'll cash out because I think this is a very, very, very tight game. Let's move on. Benevento plus 900, draw plus 475, Juve minus 300. Let's rattle through this, gentlemen, because I don't see much value. Alex.
No, there is no value in this type of game. Yes, I think that Juventus should win it, but come on, they are priced on the road at 1.33. They struggled to beat Ferencváros. That is, I don't know. This doesn't look good for them, and it's a shame because Inter again have a better squad in my opinion. They cannot pass them in the standings and fight for the title. But maybe your AC Milan will finally finish the domination of Juventus and win the title. It's tough to believe it against a Benevento side that are very poor, despite that 1-0 defeat, that 1-0 win against Fiorentina. Nobody expected that, to be honest. That was a parlay killer last weekend for many of us. Benevento right now, not last place on the standings, but 14th. They are struggling to score goals, and I think that the only value pick for this match is Juventus to win 2-0. This is what I would go, but this is not part of my pick, so it's just a lean.
Okay, Tan, any value in Benevento Juventus, or do you want me to flick on to the next game?
There was a value that I told you. I don't remember which one, but if I don't remember badly, it was on both teams to score, not my top 5 picks, but because anyway, we know that Benevento is trying to play, conceding a lot because of that. And Juventus are getting more easygoing lately. Obviously, there is no value in Juventus to win, but I think that they could win by a good margin and concede something.
Okay, next game, Atalanta at minus 250, the draw plus 450, and Verona at plus 800. Tam, we were saying that they were all gassed out last week, and then they go to Anfield and they win comfortably. We should have known that the value is with Atalanta because Liverpool, they are struggling with injuries, and obviously they've got the points in the bag already.
Yes, indeed, and see, that is the team spirit that you are looking for. You can go, you can be up or down, but anyway, the team is together. Anyway, that performance in Liverpool, it will be very hard to handle for them. And Verona, are someone that can really stress the opponents. In this one, as normally for Verona can happen, I would go with a draw at the halftime because they are very, very good. They were able to draw also with to hold on Sassuolo for a long time in the game until then Boga appeared. And I think that Atalanta understand how much they have spent out in Liverpool. So draw halftime.
Okay, draw half-time for you. What about you, Alex? Atalanta, is it one of those where they just needed the breather, like the pit stop in Formula One, and now they go again?
I don't fancy a lot of goals in this one. Under 3.5 goals at 1.8, I think that is a great value. I don't think that we'll see 4 goals because they are coming after a Champions League match. They have another one next week. Verona are anyways a team that are very organized at the back, very good defending. They are letting very tough to find the back of the net against them. I think that under 3.5, it was surprising to see Atalanta winning yesterday against Liverpool, not starting the match with Zapata or Muriel, having Papu Gomez and Ilicic in front. I think, I said it also to a friend of mine on Twitter yesterday, I think that the tip that we gave on Liverpool winning that match was total wrong. Why I'm saying that? I normally, even if I lose a bet, I think in the past, and I would say I would have the same bet, for that match. But for this match, after thinking everything what happened with Liverpool, Klopp being very angry about the scheduling, playing in Champions League, and after that playing Saturday morning in Premier League, having so many injuries, Salah being used after 2 weeks of coronavirus, huge squad rotation. I think that it was a bad call from us. And yes, I will admit it. And why not? It's great to admit when
Have you got a bet on this game, Alex?
Just a lean under 3.5 goals at 1.8.
Excellent. Move on. Lazio. Minus 125, moving to minus 130 after they beat Zenit 3-1. The draw at plus 285 and Udinese at plus 380. I'll stay with you, Alex. But Lazio at minus 130, people would just say don't complicate it. They looked okay going forward, but they look dodgy at the back. So maybe both teams to score is on the cards.
Yeah, the 3-1 win made the odds decrease not much. There is still value in that Lazio win. Let's not forget that Lazio won their last, 6 head-to-head against Udinese on their turf. Udinese are not performing very well on their turf, and they are also struggling to find the back of the net. Only 7 goals in 8 appearances this season. I think that it will be a cagey match. I think that Udinese will go for 1 point. I think that they will look for the 0-0 draw. There is not a lot of creativity from the middle and up in that Udinese team. So I think that Immobile and company, by the way, Immobile scored 132 goals in 186 matches for Lazio, a legend of Lazio right now. So if you want to go with Lazio and Immobile to score, you should have that around 2.5, 2.6. But I'm going only with a straight win at 1.75.
Yeah, I mean, why complicate it? And the other thing is, where would Lazio be without Immobile? Lazio, is it a don't complicate it, Tan, at minus 130?
Totally is the asset of the moment. The blue chips, I would say. So solid, so stable in mind. They cope even with absences. They show great team spirit. And Udinese just won against Genoa, so they don't have that hunger for points anymore. The way Udinese play is very poor, while Lazio always being staying focused. Lazio to win.
Okay, let's move on then. Milan, the mighty Milan, at minus 125, around minus 130 in places. Draw plus 300, and Fiorentina at plus 360. Fiorentina couldn't beat Benevento last week when Prandelli had his newest spell at the club. And now they go to the league leaders and probably the most impressive side in the league, maybe them and Sassuolo. Do we give Fiorentina a chance, or do we just don't complicate it? Milan home win at around -125, Tan.
Yeah, I think I gave you Milan to win because, to be honest, I was very, very unimpressed, to say an understatement, about Fiorentina. Prandelli after that game said the work is going to be harder than I thought. They also played well. Milan will play tonight in Europa League. Fiorentina played till the extra time against Udinese in Coppa Italia. They came out as winners, but. Anyway, there is, even if Milan will miss Ibrahimovic, it's not clear if it will be at least 2 weeks or could get until 2021. But even in that way, there is such, they are so just on the point at the moment that is not this kind of Fiorentina that can stop them. So -125 Milan to win.
Alex, what about both teams to score?
Yeah, it's a huge blow for AC Milan, Zlatan Ibrahimovic. But let's say that also Rafael Leao and the Selemakers are doubtful for this match. And Tan mentioned the Coppa Italia match that Fiorentina played. And to be honest, they played most of their players, most of their starting 11 players. Kwame, Borja Valero, Pulgar, Cáceres, Castrovilli, Vlahovic, and so on. So there is no different in resting than, let's say, okay, 24 hours. But let's not forget that they also played extra time and not beating Udinese and having in 2 halves just 2 shots on target against Udinese, on Udinese side that dominated them in normal time in 90 minutes. Only in extra time, Fiorentina managed to win that. So yeah, great value on Milan. But be careful to watch the starting 11, the starting lineups, because in case of Leao and Selemakers being ready to play, I think that the value is absolutely on AC Milan with Rebic, with Çalhanoğlu there. I don't know. We don't have time right now to talk about some news about Serie A, but next week maybe we'll touch on Çalhanoğlu. Maybe we'll touch on some other transfer keys in the January transfer window, and then we can say more about them.
Yeah, Sean Mack says there's your 2-team parlay. Lazio and Milan. I already wrote that down, Sean. So, yeah, great minds think alike. Now, Alex, what about Bologna at -135, the draw +325, and Crotone at +400? Seems like we don't complicate it again, and we go with a home side.
Let's complicate a little bit, because there are 42 matches with goals conceded from Bologna. You know, I mean, will it stop it here? No, don't stop it. I think that we should continue to play it. Crotone are not the kind of team that will defend against Bologna. They will try to take all the points because they are last. They have nothing to lose. I don't think that they are such a bad side, you know. I think that Genoa are worse than Crotone, let's put it this way right now. And I think that Crotone can find the back of the net. And yes, Bologna might win this one, but the value is on both teams to score and the over 2.5 goals, the Alex Classic at 1.9.
1.9, but I fancy Tan. You're not in the mood for any Tan madness. You're looking at home wins. And Bologna at -135. Why would you go away from that?
Yeah, indeed. I'm with that. I think the odds are even too much considering what is the level of Bologna. And but it seems like Mihajlovic shifted in the right gear. It's not like I'm not in the mood of Tan madness, but I think that there are the majority of this weekend is on the asset, except Sassuolo Inter. So do not complicate Bologna to win on Crotone.
And if you are in a complicating frame of mind, then you could go with Alex and you could go with Tan and just go with Bologna to win and both teams to score, and that'll be great value. Next game, I've gone with the value here, Tan. Cagliari at +115, draw +250, Spezia at +250. Spezia scored 3 away from home yesterday in Coppa Italia. I think they don't get beat, and I've gone with the draw, Tan, at +250.
It's a very good option. I think I've been a bit more of a squirrel here, going with both teams to score, because anyway, we see that Spezia is always going out and playing. It's true that Cagliari will not have Simeone, who has been coronavirus positive, but maybe this will stimulate to play in a different way, because Simeone is quite a converter, but sometimes it's also compelling Cagliari to play one way. So, especially considering Spezia attitude, both teams to score.
Okay, then what about you, Alex? So we're going to look at Cagliari versus Spezia. I've gone with a draw. Any reason I shouldn't?
No, there is no reason why you shouldn't. It's a pass for me. It's a complete pass, so I will cheer for you for your draw. You're going with the value better.
Okay, then let's move on. Napoli. Now, here's one that maybe might get, because of sentiment and the way things are going, it might be one that I'm going to add, because it's Napoli at plus 110. I expect that to shorten. Draw plus 275. But Roma at plus 230, Alex. Roma keeping clean sheets, scoring goals. They look together, but do Napoli come out like a wounded animal?
Edin Dzeko is back too. Let's not forget that. A very important piece of the puzzle for us Roma there. But it was not part of my official bets, the ones that I sent it to you. But there is too high odds on Napoli right now at 2.1 not to play them. I think that the fighting spirit will be out from their heart. They will try to put on a great performance. It will the sadness of losing their legend will mean a lot to them. And I think that here is at home against an empty stadium. But as Tancredi said in his article, that he thinks that there will be a lot of people outside the stadium. I think that they will even hear that, because it will be so crowded. They will hear the cheering from their fans. So I think that Napoli has the value right now at 2.1, and I will make it an official bet.
You're going to go official, okay. You have to excuse me a minute because I've got a frog in my throat. Tan, Napoli, they can't win it or just fighting spirit. So they're going to need to play well. Have they got enough to win this game?
Look, I could lean. I could lean towards Napoli to win. But let's say that at plus 110, it's very good. Just imagine with which spirit and mood they will go out there. Just imagine, knowing that the fans won't be there, knowing that the world is watching, but not for football reasons. Napoli-Roma used to be, well, Napoli-Roma is the Southern Derby, and it is one of those games where Maradona made his name. Well, there are many clashes, classic clashes, in which Maradona did. Napoli-Roma was one of that, Maradona against Falcao. And just imagine with which tension, positive tension, Napoli will come out. After also, if wasn't enough, what happened last week with Gattuso saying, if I'm the problem, I would resign. Let's say that the safe bet would be the combo, the Alex Classic, both teams to score and over 2.5, because anyway, we see how Roma is well performing. Dzeko is back. The pair Pedro Mkhitaryan is working perfectly. But if you feel like you are looking for some big odds, I could lean to Napoli to win.
Yeah, minus 130 your Alex Classic though, so that's not bad odds at all, because you know if it's 1-1 that both sides are definitely going to be going for it. Okay, move on. This game here, again, I've gone with the value. Torino at plus 140, draw plus 260, Sampdoria at plus 175. I've gone for the draw, Tan. I also expect both teams could score.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I gave you both teams to score because and Torino being desperate to find, to try to do points. First they were closed shut behind, and anyway they were losing. Then they tried to go up front. Sampdoria are always good to open the can, and anyway they have enough points not to feel desperate to go there and just defend. So even if it is Ranieri against Giampaolo, which normally would mean defense, I think that it could open and go to both teams to score. It's not part of my top 5, but I think it will go in the quiz.
Okay, both teams to score for you, Alex. Torino, Sampdoria.
To be honest, I think that this will be a home win at 2.5. Torino, I don't know. It seems like they are starting to be better and better. They don't deserve that spot in the standings. Yes, they had a very bad start to the season. They are coming after some big ups and downs with the draws, wins, defeats, and so on. Sampdoria not impressed with them lately. So if it is to go with something here, just a lean, Torino at 2.5 is the value pick.
Yeah, and just to let everyone know, I haven't forgot about the records. I just wanted to make sure that if I've got enough time at the end, I'll put the records up. But first of all, I want to get through these games. The last game on the card is Genoa, Alex at plus 150, draw plus 250, Parma plus 190, and I've made it a quartet. I've gone with the draw again at value.
Yeah, the draw looks good. The away win looks good at 2.63. Maybe you wanna play Parma and draw no bet at 1.9. I don't know. I don't see Genoa winning this game. They look very, very bad right now. And Parma, with all their problems, I think that they will return home with at least 1 point, let's say.
Okay, Tan, Genoa, Parma, both teams to score. Looks like a 1-1. Happy to say that I'll take a 0-0.
But I think both teams to score because, well, something happened. Along this week, the president of Parma, this new American, Krause, did a really weird tweet saying that enough with the defensive 3-5-2, now we have to attack. Now, as a former player, as you know, when the president is starting, or the owner is starting to put his mouth into tactical business, things are always starting to fall apart. I think that Parma will have to be pushed to be more offensive, even if they are not fitting well in that, and this will open the game. So both teams to score.
Okay, Fab, stick up them picks, please, sir. Let's have a little look. So Alex's pick, and obviously we're going to add Napoli onto his official side there at plus 110. Sassuolo, Alex Classic at minus 135. Lazio just to win at minus 130. Bologna, Alex Classic at minus 110. And Cagliari, and over 2.5 at minus 135. Sassuolo
just over 2.5 goals in that game.
Yeah, so it's Cagliari just over 2.5 goals in the game at minus 135.
Yes.
Thank you. Sassuolo, double chance, plus 110. Napoli, Alex Classic at minus 130. Lazio, don't complicate it, minus 130. Bologna, minus 135. Milan, minus 125. And for me, I've gone with a value right the way down the line. I've gone Torino, draw, plus 260. Genoa, draw, at plus 250. Cagliari, draw, at plus 250. And Sassuolo, draw at plus 300. Looking to get 2 out of the 3, and that will be great. Thanks, Fab. We need the 2-team parlay. Are we just going to go with Lazio win, Milan win, or Lazio win and Napoli win? Alex?
Ooh,
who do you trust more, Napoli or Milan?
I think that Napoli. I trust Napoli more in this year. I don't know, but okay. I don't wanna put something about the winners market in the double. I think that Sassuolo, Inter, and Napoli, Roma over 2.5 goals in the match. Both of them should be the parlay for this round.
And what about you, Tan?
I would put Lazio and the double chance on Sassuolo Inter on Sassuolo.
Okay, that doesn't help me at all then, gentlemen. Okay, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go with Sassuolo, Alex Classic at 1.72. And I'm going to go in Napoli so that we're cheering them on, because we're all going to be watching that game. So we're going to go in Napoli, and also it's at plus money. It's at plus 110. Now, if you like this video, then please subscribe, press the button, ring the bell, and we will notify you, and you'll never miss any content again, especially when we're moving the schedule around. Obviously, this is extraordinary circumstances. I really appreciate your time and your understanding. Remember, have a great Thanksgiving Day. We love your support. We hope you have a really, really good day. Remember, in a couple of hours, we've got the Bundesliga coming up, so we need Tan to hotfoot it over to the stadium. And we'll see you all again very, very soon. But the two-team parlay is the Sassuolo Intergame Alex Classic and Napoli to win at plus 110. On your way out, press the
You
thumbs
wanted
up,
to show the last week picks?
Sorry, Bain?
You wanted to show the last week score sheet?
Records? Nah, if we'd have done it at normal time, then yeah, but nah. We'll do, I'll just update it after this great week that we're going to have because I've gone with 4 draws. All right.
No problem, no problem.
Tan, much appreciated. Alex, we'll see
My
you
pleasure.
both again soon. You take care. Have
Ciao
a great weekend.
ragazzi.
Ciao.
Ciao, ciao.